Yes, so once again, good morning, students. We are going to start today the first chapter from the book Snapshots, that is The Summer of the Beautiful White Horse, written by William Saroya. From the title itself, the this part is clear that the story is about a horse, white horse, in the summer month. And this story, it brings out the idea that how it is not easy to decide what is right or wrong. Values like honesty, simplicity are cherished by people, but sometimes we see that the younger generation, they just stray away from these values of honesty and trust. So the story, it also presents a contrast between the values of the old and the new generation, and thus it deals with the vivacity, the lively spirit of never say die spirit. And it tells us about the story of the Armenian tribe. Here, the narrator is talking about the childhood days when he was just 9 years old. And please mark this that William Saroya is the writer of the story and the narrator is a different person. His name is Aram in the story, right? So the narrator, he shares his childhood experience, and he talks about the days that how they just strayed away from the values of honesty and trust, but still they tried to maintain the dignity of their tribe. हम देखते हैं कई बार क्या होता है, यंगर जनरेशन जो अपने रूट से थोड़ा सा अलग हो जाती हैं, बट जो रूट्स का जो प्रभाव होता है वो दिखाई देता है हमेशा। और कभी ना कभी we are forced to think and what is right and what is wrong. The conscience that is within us, it pricks us always, and it tells us to do the right thing in our life. And this is what is the theme which is highlighted through the story. It presents the views of the new generation, that how they move away from the age old values of their community, but still they decide to do the right thing in their life. So let's read the story, which is about two poor Armenian boys who belong to a tribe whose hallmarks are trust and honesty. And it is believed that no member of this tribe can be a thief. So, this tribe, the Armenian tribe, was popularly known for the honesty, the trust and honesty that they had. So, the narrator of the story, he talks about his childhood days. And he says, one day back there in the good old days when I was 9, and the world was full of every imaginable kind of magnificence, and life was still a delightful and mysterious dream. My cousin Murad, who was considered crazy by everybody who knew him except me, came to my house at 4 in the morning and woke me up tapping on the window of my room. So the narrator, he starts talking about the good old days. He refers to the days, the childhood days when he was just a 9-year-old boy, and it reveals the fact that the times were better than they are now. So हालात जो थे वो उस जमाने में काफी better थे, and that's why he called those days as good old days. But he also adds to the fact that how the world was full of every imaginable kind of magnificence. He talks about the world of the children. जो बच्चों की दुनिया होती है ना, एक फैंसी की दुनिया होती है, फैंसीफुल है, and they have the every imaginable kind of magnificence. Magnificence होता है splendor, grandeur, the glory of the childhood world, which is full of delightful and mysterious dream. आप देखिए जो बच्चों के ख्वाब होते हैं वो कितने अलग होते हैं, कितने वाइल्ड होते हैं, एंड एक ऐसी अनइमेजिनेबल काइंड ऑफ ग्रैंडियर पाया जाता है उनके ड्रीम्स में, जो बड़ों के ड्रीम्स में होती ही नहीं है। क्योंकि जो बड़ों के ड्रीम्स होते हैं, बड़े जो होते हैं, दे आर जस्ट लॉस्ट इन द वेज ऑफ देयर लाइफ. They are worried, they are tensed for earning their livelihood, keeping their life going on. But ऐसा कुछ भी जो बच्चे होते हैं उनकी दुनिया में नहीं होता है. So this way they are carefree, and thus the narrator, he calls his world to be a kind of the world which is full of magnificence, full of grandeur, the glory, and a delightful and mysterious dreams. Mysterious क्यों कहा है? क्योंकि जो सपनों की दुनिया होती है, बच्चों की सपनों की दुनिया भी बहुत अजीब होती है. उनके सपनों की दुनिया में कुछ भी हो सकता है. Anything can happen in the world, and thus he calls it to be a delightful and mysterious one. And here he introduces his brother, cousin, whose name is Murad. And he says that he was considered crazy by everybody who knew him. जो भी उसे जानते थे वो उसे क्रेजी कहते थे. क्रेजी कहना जैसे कुछ लोगों में एक मैडनेस होती है ना, सनक होती है. That way they called him crazy. But he says, except me, because Aram used to admire his brother Murad. He was fan, a kind of, he had all kind of fancies regarding his world, and he just wanted to live like his brother Murad. He says that I never considered him crazy, but rest all the people of the tribe, they used to call him a crazy person. And he came to my house at 4 in the morning, woke me up, tapping on the window of my room. सुबह के 4 बजे थे, and he came and he tapped on the window. He knocked at the window pane of his room. Aram, he said. I jumped out of bed and looked out of the window. I couldn't believe what I saw. It wasn't morning yet, but it was summer, and with daybreak, not many minutes around the corner of the world, it was light enough for me to know I wasn't dreaming. जब सुबह की जो पौ फटती है, जो डे ब्रेक होता है, अब देखो गर्मियों के मौसम में सुबह भी जल्दी हो जाती है, सो उस वक्त का टाइम है, 4 बज रहे हैं. ही सेज दैट अभी पूरी रोशनी नहीं है, बट आई कैन सी क्लियरली. इट वाजंट मॉर्निंग येट, बट विद द डे ब्रेक, नॉट मेनी मिनट्स अराउंड द कॉर्नर ऑफ द वर्ल्ड, इट वाज light enough for me to know I wasn't dreaming. That means उसकी आंखों के आगे कुछ ऐसा था that he wasn't able to believe it that was in front of his eyes. He says, my cousin Murad was sitting on a beautiful white horse. So he saw his cousin with a horse. He was sitting on it. It was a wonderful, beautiful white horse. I stuck my head out of the window and rubbed my eyes. He couldn't believe it. And that's why he rubbed his eyes. अपनी आंखों को मला और देखने की कोशिश की कि कहीं वो सपना तो नहीं देख रहा. Was he still in the dreams? But it was not so. So he just put his head out of the window. He rubbed his eyes to see it clearly. What he was seeing was reality or a dream. Yes, he said in Armenian, it is a horse. You are not dreaming. Make it quick if you want a ride. So Murad, he tells Aram that he was not dreaming. It was a reality. And if he wanted a ride, he should just do it quickly. He should come out of his room and sit with him on the horse. I knew my cousin Murad enjoying being alive more than anybody else who had ever fallen into the world by mistake, but this was more than I even could believe. Now, Murad was a kind of boy who was very zestful, who believed in living the life to the fullest. So, this boy, he did not even suppress his desires. वो अपनी इच्छाओं को कभी दबाता नहीं था. And he believed in fulfilling all his dreams. So he lived life in a very enthusiastic manner. So that way, Aram, he admired Murad a lot. So when he saw this spectacular scene in front of him, his cousin Murad, he was sitting on a horse and he was actually standing in front of his window. He could not believe it. It was too good to be true. और वो ऐसा क्यों सोचता है? And then he says that I knew my cousin Murad enjoyed being alive more than anybody else who had ever fallen into the world by mistake. कि जो लोग गलती से भी इस दुनिया में आ जाते हैं वो भी शायद इतना एंजॉय नहीं करते होंगे the way my cousin Murad, he enjoyed being alive. He was a boy who was full of joy, enthusiasm, full of activity, and he always believed in fulfilling his dreams. So he did not suppress his desires in his life. He never thought for the second time before doing anything in his life. जो मन में आता था वो कर लेता था, और इसी वजह से people used to call him a crazy boy. So he says that this was more than even I could believe. लेकिन ये तो हद ही हो गई. Murad, and that too with the horse, it was very hard for him to believe. And he says that in the first place, My earliest memories had been memories of horses, and my first longings had been longings to ride. तो कहता है, अगर मैं सबसे पहले अपनी इच्छाओं की बात करूं तो आई हैव ऑलवेज ड्रीम्ड in having a ride on the horse. So first longing means having a strong desire to ride a horse. So Aram is talking about his dreams, his passion, his desire of having a horse and riding a horse, a wonderful, beautiful horse. So it was a strong desire. तो इस लेकिन फिर भी उसके सामने जो घोड़ा खड़ा था और जिस पर एक उसका जो कजन बैठा हुआ था, वो सीन उसके लिए बहुत डिफिकल्ट था बिलीव करने के लिए. सो ही सेड दिस वाज द वंडरफुल पार्ट. ही कुड सी द हॉर्स इन फ्रंट ऑफ हिम, he could see his brother sitting on the horse, but still it was unbelievable. And then he says, in the second place we were poor. तो वो क्यों कहता है कि ये बिलीव करना मुश्किल है? क्योंकि वो गरीब थे, क्योंकि वो गरीब, इतने गरीब थे that they could not afford having a horse. सो मुराद के पास अगर ये घोड़ा है तो कैसे आया? क्योंकि मुराद भी गरीब है. So their tribe is a poor tribe and they could not afford a horse. This was the part that would not permit me to believe what I saw. So narrator, he clarifies the reader that it was because of this fact that it was very hard for him to believe what he saw there. That Murad, how he could manage to have a horse there, because they were so poor that they could not buy a horse. We were poor. We had no money. Our whole tribe was poverty stricken. Every branch of the Garuglanian family was living in the most amazing and comical poverty in the world. So this Aram and Murad, they belong to Garuglanian family. इनकी फैमिली का जो नाम है वो गेरोग्लानियन है और वो आर्मीनियन ट्राइब को बिलोंग करते हैं. और वो क्या कहता है कि पूरे ट्राइब में ये जो ब्रांच ऑफ गेरोग्लानियन फैमिली है, ये बहुत ही अमेजिंग एंड कॉमिकल पॉवर्टी में जीते हैं. सो अमेजिंग एंड कॉमिकल इसलिए कहता है बिकॉज दे वर एक्सट्रीमली पुअर. एंड ही डिफाइंस इट मोर दिस वे. ही सेज दैट नोबडी कुड अंडरस्टैंड where we ever got money enough to keep us with food in our bellies, not even the old men of the family. Most important of all, though we were very famous for our honesty, we had been famous for our honesty for something like 11 centuries. Even when we had been the wealthiest family in what we liked to think was the world, we were proud first, honest next, and after that we believed in right and wrong. None of us would take advantage of anybody in the world, let alone steal. So let alone steal means they can't even think of stealing or deceiving anybody. They were extremely poor, but they never understood the fact that how they always managed to fill their bellies with the food at the end of the day. जीवन यापन करना बहुत मुश्किल था गैरोग्लानियन फैमिली के लिए. So it was very surprising and comical poverty as described by the narrator of the story. वो अपनी इस गरीबी को अमेजिंग कहते हैं कि हैरान करने वाली बात है. इसे कॉमिकल भी कहते हैं कि पता नहीं कैसे हम इतने गरीब है, हमारे पास पैसे भी नहीं होते, बट दिन के अंत में उनके पास इतने पैसे हो जाते हैं कि वो अपने लिए खाना खरीद पाते हैं. इवन द ओल्ड मैन ऑफ द फैमिली, दे मैनेज टू गेट फूड फॉर देयर बेलीज. लेकिन एक बहुत बड़ी बात वो अपनी ट्राइब के, अपनी इस गेरोग्लानियन फैमिली के बारे में बताते हैं, दैट दे नेवर थॉट ऑफ कॉम्प्रोमाइजिंग विद देयर ऑनेस्टी. कभी समझौता नहीं किया. दे बिलीव्ड इन अपहोल्डिंग द फैमिली वैल्यूज. एंड दैट्स व्हाई ही सेज दैट दे वर प्राउड फर्स्ट, ऑनेस्ट नेक्स्ट, एंड आफ्टर दैट दे बिलीव्ड इन राइट एंड रॉन्ग. उन्हें गर्व था कि वो एक गैरोग्लानियन फैमिली और आर्मीनियन ट्राइब को बिलोंग करते हैं और वो ईमानदार है और हमेशा वो इस बात को तर्क करके कि क्या सही है क्या गलत है, वो जीवन में फैसला लेते हैं. और इसलिए दे नेवर वुड टेक एडवांटेज ऑफ एनीबडी इन द वर्ल्ड. चाहे हालात कैसे भी हो, वो कभी किसी का फायदा नहीं उठाते हैं. लेट अलोन स्टील. इट्स अ फ्रेज व्हिच मींस दैट दे कैन नॉट इवन थिंक ऑफ स्टीलिंग. चोरी करना तो दूर की बात है, वो कभी किसी का फायदा नहीं उठाते, कभी किसी को धोखा नहीं देते. एंड दे वर प्राउड ऑफ देयर ऑनेस्टी, प्राउड ऑफ देयर ट्राइब. So this is very important description given by the narrator about his Garoglanian family and the Armenian tribe. I hope this part is clear to all of you. Next, the narrator says, consequently, even though I could see the horse so magnificent, even though I could smell it so lovely, even though I could hear it breathing so exciting, I couldn't believe the horse had anything to do with my cousin Murad or with me or with any of other member of our family, asleep or awake, because I knew my cousin Murad couldn't have bought the horse. And if he couldn't have bought it, he must have stolen it. And I refused to believe he had stolen it. See the condition of the boy. Although it was very difficult for him to believe what he was seeing at that moment. He says, consequently, as a result of, he says, being a member of the Gariglanian tribe, still it was difficult for him to believe that the horse was in front of him. He says, even though I could see the horse, which was very magnificent, very grand, glorious horse was standing there, a beautiful white horse was there. Even though he says I could smell it, वो उसे देख पा रहा था, वो उसकी खुशबू को महसूस कर पा रहा था, which was lovely. Even though I could hear it breathing, which was very exciting for me to believe that the horse was in front of him. He says, I couldn't believe that the horse has anything to do with my cousin. कि उस घोड़े का कुछ लेना देना होगा मेरे कजिन मुराद के साथ या मेरे साथ या मेरे मेंबर के, मेरे फैमिली के किसी भी मेंबर के साथ, चाहे सपने में चाहे हकीकत में. सो रेफरिंग टू अस्लीप और अवेक मींस चाहे ख्वाबों में या फिर जागते हुए. हम इतने गरीब थे दैट वी कुड नॉट इवन थिंक ऑफ बाइंग अ हॉर्स. So Murad having a horse is next to impossible. So he could not have bought the horse. कि मुराद ने ये घोड़ा खरीदा तो नहीं होगा, और अगर उसने ये खरीदा नहीं है तो that means it was sure he had stolen it. But the narrator said that I couldn't believe that he had stolen it, and he refused to believe it that he had stolen it. And Aram says no member of Keruglanian family could be a thief. They were so famous for their honesty कि कोई नहीं ये कह सकता था कि गैरोग्लानियन फैमिली के मेंबर्स चोर हो सकते हैं. And that is why he wanted to believe that Murad, he had not stolen the horse. So he says, I stared first at my cousin, then at the horse. There was a pious stillness and humor in each of them, which on the one hand delighted me, on the other frightened me. And he says, Ki, I was looking at the horse and then at my cousin. It was still very hard for me to believe, but still I was staring at both of them. And he says, a pious kind of stillness, a kind of peace was there. क्योंकि सुबह का समय था, सारे सोए हुए थे, घोड़ा सामने था. And this was an opportunity for him, for Aram, to fulfill his long desire that was riding a horse. बट स्टिल ही सेज कि एक अजीब सा कामनेस था और दूसरी तरफ ह्यूमर भी था उस सिचुएशन में जहां वो ये बिलीव नहीं कर रहा था कि उसके भाई ने वो घोड़ा चोरी किया है. बट ही सेज स्टिल ऑन वन हैंड दिस फैक्ट डिलाइटेड मी, मुझे खुशी दे रहा था, बट ऑन द अदर साइड I was frightened too because somewhere he knew that Murad, he had stolen the horse. And finally he questioned Murad. Murad, I said, where did you steal the horse? So नरेटर से रहा नहीं जाता है और वो डायरेक्टली मुराद से ये बात पूछता है कि सच सच बताओ तुमने घोड़ा कहाँ से चुराया. Leap out of the window, he said, if you want to ride. And Murad, he just avoided to answer. He did not answer. Instead, he invited Aram to ride a horse, to take the ride. And he said, just jump out of the window. Leap out means to jump out. And he says, if you want to take a ride, just hurry up, jump out of the window and come. It was true then. He had stolen the horse. And Aram was sure now, because the way Murad avoided his question, he was sure that he had stolen the horse. There was no question about him. He had come to invite me to ride or not as I chose. So, उसे इतना श्योर हो चुका था that Murad, he had stolen the horse and had come to invite him to take a ride, whether I wanted to ride or not. Now it was totally his decision that whether he wanted to take a ride. So it was now up to Aram कि वो अब उस घोड़े पर बैठना चाहेगा जिसे मुराद ने चुराया है। सो चोरी के घोड़े पर राइड लेना अरम का अब डिसीजन था कि वो लेना चाहता है या नहीं। अब देखिए बड़े ही ह्यूमरस वे में नरेटर अपनी इस बात को जस्टिफाई करते हैं। He says, well, it seemed to me stealing a horse for a ride was not the same thing as stealing something else, such as money. ना उसे घोड़े की सवारी तो करनी है, अपने आप को मनाना भी है, कहीं ना कहीं उसका जमीर इजाजत नहीं दे रहा है कि चोरी के घोड़े पर राइड मत करो, बट ही कन्विंसेस हिमसेल्फ बाय सेइंग कि स्टीलिंग अ हॉर्स फॉर अ राइड वाज नॉट स्टीलिंग एट ऑल, सच एज स्टीलिंग मनी। जब आप पैसा चुराते हो तो आप उस पैसे को अपने ऊपर यूज कर लेते हो क्योंकि आप उसे लौटा नहीं सकते, लेकिन घोड़ा जो है आपने राइड के लिए चुराया है, आप राइड करके वापस कर दोगे। सो इट सेज फॉर ऑल आई न्यू मे बी इट वाजंट स्टीलिंग एट ऑल। If you were crazy about horses the way my cousin Murad and I were, it wasn't stealing. It wouldn't become stealing until we offered to sell the horse, which of course I knew we would never do. So, in a very funny way, humorous way, Aram is justifying his decision because he wanted to take the ride. He was ready for the ride, and see how he justifies himself. वो कहता है कि stealing a horse for a ride, it is not a stealing at all, just like stealing money, because they were not going to sell the horse. They were just going to take a ride and then return the horse to the rightful owner. So this way, it would not amount to stealing. तो ये चोरी नहीं होगी, हमने सिर्फ कुछ देर के लिए बोरो किया है घोड़ा, हम राइड लेंगे और हम उसे वापस कर देंगे। और इस तरह से अरम ने इस स्टीलिंग को जस्टिफाई किया, द एक्ट ऑफ स्टीलिंग डन बाय मुराद एंड द डिजायर ऑफ राइडिंग द हॉर्स, एंड दिस वे ही सैटिस्फाइड हिज कॉन्शियंस। उसने अपने कॉन्शियंस को इस तरह से सेटिस्फाई किया कि वो जो चोरी किए हुए घोड़े पर सवारी कर रहा है, ये तो चोरी का घोड़ा एग्जैक्टली है ही नहीं, ये चोरी तो है ही नहीं। इट इज जस्ट दैट दे हैड बोरोड द हॉर्स, दे वुड टेक अ राइड एंड they were going to return it. So Aram said, let me put on some clothes. All right, he said, but hurry. So Murad said, ठीक है, jaldi karo. I leaped into my clothes. That means hurriedly he wore the clothes. I jumped down to the yard from the window and leaped up onto the horse behind my cousin Murad. Now, as it was a stolen horse, both of them, they did not want that people should be alarmed about the presence of horse in their area, because all of them knew that the horse was off. They would come to know that it was a stolen horse. So that way he jumped out of the window. उसने दरवाजा नहीं खोला, वो अपनी खिड़की से ही कूदकर he just sat on the horse right behind his cousin Murad. That year, we lived at the edge of town on Walnut Avenue. Behind our house was the country. Country refers to the village area. Country word गांव के लिए भी यूज किया जाता है, और अब वो शहर के किनारे रह रहे थे. So behind our house was the country, vineyards, orchards, irrigation ditches, country roads. In less than 3 minutes, we were on Olive Avenue, and then the horse began to trot. Trot means slow walk, जो घोड़े की धीमी चाल. So कुछ देर तो वो तेजी से घोड़ा दौड़ाते रहे, अपने वॉलनट एवेन्यू से वो कंट्री साइड पे चले आए जो थी ऑलिव एवेन्यू. सो वहां पर जो विनयार्ड्स थे, ऑर्चर्ड्स थे, वहां से गुजरते हुए दे केम टू द country area, and the horse then began to trot. The air was new and lovely to breathe. Air was new and lovely means it was morning time, the air was fresh, and new in the sense because Aram was having a newer kind of experience of riding the horse, and that way everything was new to him. उस घोड़े की सवारी करते वक्त अरम एक अलग ही तरह का एक्सपीरियंस कर रहा था, अपने उस सपने को पूरा कर रहा था, सो इसलिए उसके लिए सब कुछ नया सा लग रहा था. एंड ही फाउंड द एयर फ्रेश एंड लवली टू ब्रीथ. The feel of the horse running was wonderful. My cousin Murad, who was considered one of the craziest members of our family, began to sing. I mean, he began to roar. So, अपने भाई को, मुराद को, वो वापस से कहता है कि वो एक craziest person है in the craziest members of their family. जो Geroglanian family है, वो सबसे crazy माना जाता है, और इसलिए वो कहता है कि जब वो घोड़े पर सवारी कर रहा था, वो गाना गाने लगा. And he says he was not singing at all. It was just like he was shouting, he was roaring. खुशी से वो चिल्ला रहा था, वो गा रहा था. और इस तरह से वो मुराद को डिफाइन करता है कि किस तरह से वो एक क्रेजी इंसान था, एंड हु बिलीव्ड इन लिविंग हिज ड्रीम्स. वो अपनी इच्छाएं पूरी कर लेता था. वो ये नहीं सोचता था क्या सही है क्या गलत है, वो बस उसको करने में बिलीव करता था, एंड अपने जीवन को पूरे तौर पे जीता था. He believed in living the life to the fullest. And that's why, as both of them, they had this strong desire of riding a horse. Murad, he just stole it. कि खरीद तो सकते नहीं है राइड करने के लिए, तो चोरी कर लिया. एंड ही वॉज फुलफिलिंग इट डिजायर. और उसे ये भी पता था कि अरम भी इस तरह से घोड़ा राइड करना चाहता है. उसका भी ये बहुत पुराना सपना है, स्ट्रॉन्गेस्ट डिजायर ऑफ राइडिंग अ हॉर्स. वो अरम को भी इनवाइट करने के लिए आता है कि आओ इस घोड़े की सवारी करो. So finally, they were taking ride. They were in the country area, and the horse was running there. They were feeling the fresh air, and Murad had started to sing. But the narrator calls him that he was not exactly singing. It was just like he was roaring. He was shouting. That means speaking in a very loud manner. वो गाना चिल्ला चिल्ला कर गा रहा था. So let's stop here today, and we'll continue the story tomorrow in the session.